Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the video. Here we have the most anticipated Dick that everybody has been craving for. The #1 6-inch Dick out there. The Nightwing Batman Hush version by MAFEX. The Dick Grayson Nightwing. If you could subscribe to my channel, like the video, I'd appreciate it. Taking a look at the box, we just saw the Medicom sticker. Let you know that it's authentic. Here we have the top of the box, and moving along we have a back version, which is the opposite side, which is nice. Here's the back of the box in various poses. Now we have the running pose on the left and kind of stoic pose, a flying kick pose, and what have you. So now taking a look, he's outside of the box. He comes with a bunch of stuff, actually. You can see he's two heads. He has the batons. He has the swirling batons that are the hands are attached to. We have some batons that are connected via bendable wire. We have a bunch of hands, and you can see the back piece that attaches on the back of the figure for the batons to attach. So now looking at the figure, he is difficult to stand. We'll talk about that in a moment. Here is the head sculpt, the angry head sculpt. I think it came out pretty good. As you can see, I think the hair is pretty well sculpted. It's a nice piece. I'll probably be posing my figure with this head sculpt. Moving forward, he's a little bit out of focus there. Sorry about that. Moving along, taking a look at the back piece. So it plugs in. You have to remove the back piece that's currently on the figure. It goes in. You can see the pieces that fit into the back. It attaches, and the batons go right there in the back. Here are the two batons. These are the ones that are not attached via the wire. You can see it just clips in. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It's nice. Here we have the hands with the batons, the swirling motion, which is pretty cool. It's nice. You can see that little plug. You take that out, and the hand plugs into the wrist peg on the figure. So there's a left and a right. If you want to use both, you can. If you want to use one, you can. Ultimately, I think I'm going to go with one myself. And we have these straight forward hands, I guess, for doing some chopping action. I don't know. It's been a while since I read the comic, and it's been a while since I watched the DC Direct movie. It's some more relaxed kind of gripping hands. These are nice. The paint's pretty good. The sculpt seems good as well. I didn't notice any defects on any of my hands. Here's some open hands. I guess, I don't know what you'd refer to them as. Maybe some reaching hands. And these hands have the holes, so you can put the batons in for Nightwing to hold. And these are the batons that are connected via the wire. The wire is bendable, so you can shape it any way you want. I'm not particularly fond of the look. I'm not going to really display it with that. So this will probably be the last time I touch it for a while. But it's nice that it was included. It's good. It's always nice to have those kind of options. So taking a look at the figure, you can see he's on the stand. He is hard to stand up on his own. Not gonna lie. This is maybe the hottest MAFEX figure that I've had in terms of trying to stand him up. As you can see, as I get him off the stand, I think the paint apps are pretty good. I didn't notice any bleeding or anything on my figure. Granted, there's not a lot of area to bleed, but I think the lines are much sharper than the most recent Cyclops that came out. You can see here in the back. It's a little bit more focused. I think it came out pretty good. So if you zoom in here, a little bit of clarity. The lines are all really, really nice. One little area there around the neck, you can see right there, there's a little bit of black bleeding into the skin color, but you know, it's so minute. So taking a look at the articulation, the neck and the head joint go that far down, which is pretty good. So the neck is articulated and the head is articulated on a peg on top. Goes up to about there, which is all right, I guess. Could be worse, but looking down is much better. Tilts a little bit on the left, tilts a little bit on the right. Nothing too big, nothing too major. The arms are on butterfly sockets. There's some good motion. There's good range of motion there. It has a bicep swivel. It is double jointed on the elbow. Doesn't go all the way up though. So the chest, you can see the other arm. The chest is a good piece as well. Has some good motion. The arms go back to about there, which is good, and they go forward pretty straight. The shoulders really limit how far in you can go. Of course, you can bend the elbow and get some more range. So moving it back, you get about that much articulation back. You get about that much articulation forward. Side to side, it's good. The waist is pretty normal. Now the legs, I'm a bit disappointed in the legs. I mean, he's a very acrobatic character, and the legs are pretty stiff. I mean, there's barely a drop on the thigh. There's no thigh swivel. There's no boot swivel. You go forward about 90 degrees. You go back about 5 to 10 degrees. I don't get it. I would have liked to have seen a lot more range and motion on this particular figure because of what the character does. So you get about that much side to side. The knees are double jointed, which is also, again, it's a good thing. But again, you know, that lack of ability to kind of swivel and move aspects of the leg really hinder your ability to pose the figure. I mean, when you have weight in the front or weight in the back, positioning the legs to offset that and balance it out is crucial. And without any type of swiveling on the legs, that's much harder. So taking off the back piece, you can see it's pretty easy to get off. It's not a big deal. You take it off. There's the plugs. Getting it on is harder than getting it off. You gotta just line it up right. It's a little bit harder with the butterfly joints, but not that big of a deal. And it fastens in pretty well. So I'm just fastening in the second piece. You can see they sit there well. They sit there nicely. But me trying to get this guy to pose was hard. It was very hard. The last couple figures of the MAFEX that I got the Terminator and I got Storm. Those are the last two I got, and they were so easy to pose. They stood up no problem. So yeah, of course it does come with the stand. People have asked in the previous video, does it come with a stand? All the figures, all the MAFEX figures come with stands. Here's a little bit of a pose that I tried to do. I'm not much for posing. It takes me a long time to figure out a pose. It's not my skill. I'd like to be a little bit more dynamic. Unfortunately, again, I'm not that skilled in the posing arena. So again, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, I'd really appreciate it. Helps the channel grow. Gives me motivation to keep filming these rather than just buy them and display them on my desk, so to speak. So I've said before, I have currently all of my figures, my 1/12, my 6-inch figures in storage. So the Storm is the last one I got. So I still have that one out, and you can kind of see the height. You can see Nightwing is a little bit taller, but with the hair, they're about the same height. So anyway, that'll do it. Thanks for checking out the video. I appreciate it. And I hope everyone takes care. See you next time.